We know that last year's leather jacket, the fit was darn near perfect. I mean, I am so happy with how that turned out. Now, what I've done with this new jacket is I've stripped all of the detail out. All of the different cuts and different style lines and the different additions and treatments that were on it, I stripped it all out, and I really love just the fit. And so I'm gonna make a leather jacket that is feature intentional. Now, where I'm starting on here, this is, or these pieces add up to my sleeve. And so I've reconstructed the sleeve. So I don't have a bunch of cut pieces anymore like on the other jacket. If you notice, what I've done here is I pieced all those pieces together back into one solid piece. Now this is a heavily tailored sleeve. And if you remember the original mock-ups that I did for this, it fits like a glove. And you can see here, it bends with the arms because the arm doesn't come straight down. The arm kind of banks at the elbow and comes forward a little bit, so you don't have a lot of wrinkles and things like that, and it just fits you wonderfully. Now, so what I did do here, and you see there's a lot of weird banked, funky looking angles. So if I fold this at the 2-inch mark, you'll see that it folds perfectly behind itself. And so you'll see that on the underside, you've got the inside of your cup. It does that on all of them. Now, if you'll notice what I'm doing here, I've created what you might see on a suit jacket. Now, since it's banked and it's got this weird angle, it doesn't behave like normal. So you're gonna see a bunch of really, really weird banked angles, but it folds like origami. So this piece, just to give you an example, this piece will fold inward like so. This piece folds up, and so when they come together, these two pieces get sewn together, and when it folds up, it looks like so. And then this piece here sews to it, and you can see how that's working. Kind of creates this thing that goes like that, and then the cuff goes like this, and then the lining will attach to that. So what we're creating here is a scheme that I can put my buttons, and you know how the buttons on a suit jacket goes here. That's where these will be. And then this piece is the corresponding part of this that goes underneath it. So like I said, this will fold in the exact same way as the other one. So it folds up. These two pieces get sewn together like so, and it creates this kind of banked angle right here. This part, if you can see, it juts out. This part will go and slip underneath here, and then the buttons go there and it opens up like that. So it has this kind of open effect. It is quite a mess because you have to create this, and then the lining is the inverse of it. And so it's going to, let's see if this is on, yeah. So it's going to fit and sew to these pieces. And so it looks like a hot mess, but it all fits. And so we're going to take a little excursion here, cut it out. We're gonna cut out the lining. We're gonna put the buttons in it, and we're just gonna test it to see, does it work? Okay, so making a quick note here. I mean, if you're a sewer, you're familiar with notching, but they're ever so more important when making a sleeve that has this much detail to it, when it comes to how it's constructed. The notches and the little marks that I put on here as I'm making my muslin, believe it or not, these are actually teaching me how to assemble this thing. Because once you've made something with a lot of detail or a lot of tailoring to it, you don't really, once you've made it, you've stepped away from it for a little bit, you don't really remember all the little things and all the little decisions that you made. Like, why is that there? So because it's there and I'm walking myself through it now, I make it a practice to notate on my actual fabric. Like I'm putting little circles here because this kind of signifies where my buttons are gonna go. Now, there's a couple of things that I have to do to this before I start to sew it. I haven't yet figured out my interfacing scheme, and so I've got to do that really quick. But my point is, by making all of these notations here, it's telling me what goes with what. And when I fold it all together and I start to make these little incisions and start to assemble this thing, it becomes apparent where the things go. And when I know that, it's actually a confirmation while I'm sewing that I'm on the right track, things like that. So I just wanted to make a quick note for that. It went okay. To forgive my sewing job here, but you can see it actually matches where the buttons are supposed to be, more or less. It's a little bit off, maybe by about 1/8 of an inch. But really where the correction I need to make, I bend this back, this piece gets sewn into the lining. But if you'll notice, if I bend this back, you'll see that this piece here doesn't go high enough. It needs to come up as high as this, and it doesn't. It's not there. You can see it. Oop. There it is right there. This part needs to come all the way up through here. So I'll need to change that on the pattern. But other than that, it's doing exactly as I wanted it to.